Today's video is on The Ordinary. Remember, click like, subscribe, but keep watching. Hi beauties! So first things first, lipstick. I have on today Kate Rimmel by Rimmel, number 43, a nice nude while I don't have any makeup on. And the reason I've not put any makeup on for this video is because I just wanted to show you my skin. Bare skin that has had my skincare put on it this morning about 4 hours ago. So, I was watching a YouTuber talk about this primer, and it's a silicone primer, and normally with silicone primers I stay away from them with being oily combination skin. My glasses feel really weird, they keep going lopsided. So anyway, so I was listening through to the video and it was sounding really good, so I thought I'd go off and check. So I found a website, and basically The Ordinary is sold by a company called, I don't know how to pronounce it, Dissim. I'm going to put it up here. And what it is how can I explain the best way? Because you know me, I'm hopeless sometimes. So basically, when we buy products, you've got this in it, that in it, this in it, that in it, this and that. You know, you've got tons of stuff that's quite overwhelming, and to be honest with you, most of it doesn't work. It's put in there for fragrance, for texture, things like that, and then the packaging. Now we all know, you know, from time to time we do buy something just on the packaging itself to find that it, you know, the product is absolutely crap basically. So what they've done is they've stripped everything back. So this is the packaging, which I actually like. I really was drawn into this packaging anyway. And they've not put in like fragrances and things that don't need to be there. They've stripped everything back and just put in what works. So I thought, I've got to give this a go. So I did order this, and this is the primer. I did order this, but I had to wait about 4 weeks because it was out of stock. And this is the High Adhesive Silicone Primer. It's a blurring, a surface smoother and a primer. Now, I've got to say, I mean, that's how it comes and everything. No sort of smell there. But when I did this, I was very shocked because it's like a cream. And then I rubbed it in, and I don't feel the silicone at all. It really is weird how it's a silicone primer and yet I don't feel that slidey, I call it slippery face. And it soaks in like a cream. It really is weird how it really just soaks in. It just, to me, it was a cream. But I've got to say, I'm now jumped on the bandwagon of this because this is brilliant. Fine lines, wrinkles, you know, I've got it all. I've got the high pores, the big pores and everything else. And when I put this on, it really does give a smoother surface for my foundation, and my foundation's not sitting in the cracks. I have been known to just put that on as well, like I usually do with my Gosh powder, to mattify my face if I'm not wearing any foundation. This was, I'd like to say £3.80, but I will leave links down below on it, but it was no more than £5, I'm pretty sure of it. Anyway, so that, at the moment, I'm still using, and I'm not finding any faults in it at all. I mean, that's now soaked in, and my skin feels so soft. Again, it's like it's a cream. It's really weird, but it's fantastic. So while I was on there, I ordered 2 more products because I really wanted to see what this brand is like. So I bought the hyaluronic acid. This is a 2% one. Nice little glass bottle. You can see I'm using it up. It is fantastic. So this one is a clear liquid. It looks runny, but it's quite, I don't know how to explain it now. It's really like a jelly in a sense. This one can go on morning and night. I just use it in the morning. And let me see. It's got vitamin B in it, as well as so it's like a jelly sort of feel. Now first of all, this has in it ultra pure hyaluronic acid and vitamin B. Gosh, my eyes. Now this is mainly used for an anti-aging, to help with fine lines and things. Now I got a 2% one. You can get a lower dose, as in a 1% one, but I wanted to go for it and try and see what it was like. Now, you know, you do have to be careful with these things because they're pure ingredients. For me, there was no burning, no irritation, no nothing, except for my redness really comes out on it. But it doesn't affect me in any other way, and as you can see, it sort of calms down and I'm left with just my red pigmentation. Now first of all, I've got to say, my pigmentation, my redness, I can never say the word, it begins with an R, it has calmed down a lot. It really is weird how that's happened. I put this on every morning and I just put a couple of drops on my fingers, but I don't find that it glides easily, this one. So I do need to do it. I do it in sections, and then here, and then a bit more, and then a bit more for the top of my head. So I'm using a little bit more product than probably I should be using, but I just don't find it sinks in or glides on as easy, but it does sink in great. I have noticed, I hope my chin's going down a bit. I have noticed these were getting a little bit sort of more noticeable, and they have calmed down. My forehead, I know I'm very lucky with my forehead anyway, but I have mentioned before with a product I was using, I have a scar. Now I'm having to go that way because that's the only way I can see it, but I have a scar here on my head across like this, and it's noticeable, but it's not as noticeable now as it was a few weeks ago. I can remember using a moisturising cream that was doing the same thing. So yeah, I'm really happy with this, and again, it doesn't irritate me, so I'm really pleased with this. This is known, which I didn't know until I was reading up on these things, this is known as what they put in lip fillers, which is really mad. I don't know, I don't know how I'd feel about having something like that put in my lips. Weird. So anyway, so the next thing I bought was again, I'm hopeless with pronunciation, so retinoid. This again is a 2% one, and let me see, made with 2% of next generation retinoid actives. Now this one says, apply a few drops to the face in the PM as part of your skincare routine. Do not use with other retinoid treatments. Use sun protection in the AM. Now, again, yes, you have to be careful with this. And again, I mean, it comes in a nice glass bottle. This one is white serum, and this one really is runny. So, like it says on the bottle, you must wear protection in the morning but you only use it at night time. I've lost my train of thought. And I tell you why I've lost my train of thought, because I realised I was saying about this one, about my pigmentation, the hyperpigmentation on it. It's actually this stuff that has helped my pigmentation on my skin. Again, I just showed you before, it really has took a lot of it down. Now, if you look at some of my videos, when I'm not wearing makeup, you can see that red really there, whereas it really has calmed it down, which I'm so pleased about. My skin is not in great condition right now because I did have a tummy bug over the weekend, so I need to be getting more fluids down me at the moment. But anyway, so I use this as part of my skincare routine at night time, and this one is more of to give me a healthy boost, a glow to the skin, everything you want your face masks to do, your creams to do. But again, because it's pure and it's natural, well, it's not natural, it's pure, because it's pure ingredients in it, it's doing what it needs to do. And it helps with your fine lines again, things like that. I've just found that this stuff has really kicked my skincare up again. It's what I needed to kick the skincare up again, especially the spring's coming. I won't be wearing as much foundations and more powdered foundation than liquid foundations. So I need my skin to be less redness. I need my skin to be less visible pores and things. So my skin, okay, I don't put it under the eyes. You don't put it under the eyes. There's nothing I can do about this bit here. But I just have noticed the softness of my skin. It's like a baby's bottom. It really is. It's a beautiful feel. But I also can feel it smooth. The lines around here, because I'm getting older now and everything, they're less visible with my lipstick, which I'm really, really pleased about. Again, I've said about this up here. I'm just really pleased with the way it's gone. I don't know what else to say other than they've really hit this on the nail by stripping away all the stuff that really isn't needed in these things and just using what's needed on the skin. I just think it's a great thing. And I did Instagram them and ask them what they recommend for skincare and everything else, as in creams and whatnot, because at the moment I'm using Miramea. It's an SPF 20 in this one, so I know I'm safe to go in the sun and everything, because when you're using the retinoid, if you use it in the daytime, it's not... Oh. It's not... What it's doing, it's taking it's lifting up the skin, which then means that with the sun, it can easily burn the skin, if that makes any sense. I don't make a lot of sense. I know I don't make a lot of sense, but you never know. You might get some sense from this video. But I just wanted to do this video because I just really wanted to show you this, because it's something now for me that I can say I enjoy my creams. I love this brand and I love that brand. But I know I'm not being sponsored for this video or anything like that. This is me saying to you that this stuff is a really great product, or the products, they really are great. And if you're fortunate enough to jump on or look in the description box and get the website up, you'll see for yourself. I think there's reviews on there and things as well, and you can see what other people say. Just be careful when you're doing it. If you've got sensitive skin, maybe go for a lower dosage of the percentages and see how you feel. If you do put it on and you do feel the burning or anything, take it off straight away. Other than that, that's me sharing with you my best finds so far for this year, for 2017. God, we're in March already, aren't we? So yeah, so I hope I made sense in that video. I hope you enjoyed that video. But remember, beauties, always do what makes you happy. Bye.